My name is Will Perry. I'm one of the Perry side of Smith Perry Berries. Smith Perry Berries is a farm out in northeast Chattanooga in the Ottawa area. And we do strawberries in the spring, sunflowers in the summer, and pumpkins during the fall. There was Obby Smith, Bill Perry, and then myself. We started in 2018 doing strawberries. This area actually used to be a big strawberry producing area. Obby's uncle or grandfather actually did strawberries back, I think, in the 50s. And then it's really not a great area for strawberries. We just happen to be trying to do everything right and something's working. So this part of the farm is actually the Smith farm. It's been in the Smith family for a long time, and the Perry farm's right up the road. So Obby's family's always been here on the farm for a couple generations, and so he's always been in farming. My dad and Obby have been friends for almost 40 years now, and they've always helped each other. Both of them have farms. They need help here or there. They're always into it. And then we decided that, you know, with everybody wanting to go to that farm to fork type mentality, especially in the Chattanooga area, that we ought to try and see if we can bring people back to the farm. A lot of people who are older in the area that have went to Hamilton County schools remember Wallace Smith. There's actually a school named after him. So they used to bring all of the high school and middle schools out here to this farm. It used to be a working dairy. So we just tried to do it to bring everybody back to the farm again, and it seems to be working. And then with farms like Old McDonald and Sail Creek being sold to make an industrial park, and then there's several other ones. I think the Rock City one's not opening up this year. We're just trying to let people know what a farm really is. So, and it's actually our 12th year of doing sunflowers, and that's what most people really know us for. We started as a dove hunting club, and then one morning we come in, there'd be a little patch missing here and a little patch missing there, and we figured, you know, if somebody really wants to come, so let's see if we can start it. And then, so we did sunflowers for several years, and then starting in 2018, we did the strawberries in the spring, and that fall we only did 1 acre of pumpkins. And it actually wasn't a very successful year. We had a bunch of disease and stuff that got in there and killed off most of the pumpkins. But so the next year we started doing a little bit bigger, and then that's when we started doing the kids activities and the hay rides and everything. And last year it really blew up as far as the kids stuff. In late March we'll start getting a few strawberries, but not enough really to open to the public. In late April is when we'll start opening to the public. Of course it starts off slow, then we'll get to a peak, and then it starts to wane off towards the end of the season, which is in June. So we pick them here on the farm. We've got several wholesalers around the area, and then we actually have mornings, there'll be 300 or 400 cars lined up for us to open. Okay? And our goal is to sell out by noon, because strawberries, you get them at the supermarket, they're inside and air conditioned. Right here we don't have anything to air condition that many strawberries, so we need to get rid of them every morning so somebody gets them home and gets them inside. How we first started, we had a U-pick, and then we would pick some, sell them under the maple tree. And a couple years ago we built our stand, and then when COVID hit, we started doing drive-through only. So everybody stays in their cars, and we line them up, and we just run them one line at a time. And then at the end of the season, we do a U-pick and let people come in and pick their own, but we don't do that earlier in the year because it's really hard on the plants. So our first year, if it wasn't for our family, we wouldn't have ever made it. And we only had 1 acre of strawberries, which is 14,000 plants, so it doesn't seem like that many really, but when you start having to pick one little berry at a time, it takes forever. So we had our family come in, friends helped us. Then the next year, we have hired help. We still have a lot of family. Everybody you'll see up at the stand is going to be family of some sort. We do have some high school kids that work with us during the summers, like for sunflower seasons and during pumpkin seasons, but during strawberries, it's mainly just family.